Hello, this is Oshi from Crafting with Oshi and welcome to this video. This is the card we're making today. Now this is a card I actually did at a recent online card club. Every month I host a card club in my Facebook group, and the details on my Facebook group are below in the description box, as is my website, and there you can find details about my card club. I host a monthly card club and together we make 4 to 5 little projects, and I send out the kits to make all the projects, and it includes everything you need bar stamped images to make your project. It doesn't include stamped images because I can't do that per Stampin' Up policies. And we stamp together once a month. We have a Facebook Live in the evening and we all spend some time stamping, crafting together and having lots of fun. And this is one of the cards we made, so I thought I'd share it with you today on my blog. Okay, so let's get started. I'm going to first do a little bit of stamping we have, and I've used the Sweetest Time stamp set. I've used the sentiment here that says bright and peaceful wishes to you this Christmas, and as it's such a small piece of Whisper White, I just decided to use my handy dandy Stamparatus because I love it, and I'm going to stamp in Garden Green ink. Okay, there we go, and there's our sentiment stamps. Now I'm just going to give my stamp a little clean. I'm sorry if you can hear the rain outside. It is pouring down here in North Lincoln, but what can you do? It's a good time to craft, to be honest, when it's pouring with rain outside. Okay, so put that away and we're going to start with our die cutting. Now I'm actually going to get out my, I'm going to use my magnetic platform on my die cutting machine to do this because I find it so much easier. I'm going to show you what we're going to do. We're going to be using the Poinsettia dies. They do have a matching stamp set, though we're not using the stamp set today. It's this one here, though I have used this already in a previous video, and I will link to that video at the end of this one. This is the die set we're going to be using. It is really a gorgeous, gorgeous die set, and we're going to be using initially some of this real red. I'm going to show you how to use these dies because sometimes they can be a little fiddly. This outside die will cut out just the outside shape of the poinsettia, and this is the die you use to cut out some of the stamped images as well. But it does have this internal die as well that you can use, and this just fits in it like this, and this will add the texture that you can see on your leaves. So you just need to hold those inside like that. Okay, and I've used these three different sizes of poinsettia. I use these three, so those go in like that. Okay, and then I used these two little ones as well, and I cut these out twice, so I'm going to have to put it through again. Then I also used this little holly shape here as well. And then when I do, I'm going to use some garden green, and out of the garden green I'm going to cut these two sets of leaves as well, and out of some Daffodil Delight I'm going to cut out this little centre as well. So I'm going to put all of this through my big shot and I'll be back. Okay, so everything's cut out, so now we're going to do a little just going to give everything a little bit of definition by doing some sponging, and I've got my spare sponges here, and this is all in real red that I've cut everything up, but I'm actually going to sponge this time in cherry cobbler. You can use real red as well, but cherry cobbler is what I've got with me, and this should just give a little bit of extra definition because it'll be a deeper colour of red. So you just need a little bit around the edges, and you can just see, just to give a little bit of definition. I'm actually very gently just going to bend my petals so that I can get right into the sides of each one, and this just gives it some shading. Okay, so I've sponged everything, so now we're ready to start to assemble. So the first thing I'm going to do is get my card base out, and this is Old Olive, and the designer series paper is the Poinsettia Petals, and this measures 10 centimeters by 14.35 centimeters. And the Old Olive card base is a standard A6 card base. That's an A4 sheet cut in half and then folded in half. And then we're just going to stick one to the other like that. Close up our snail. Now we're going to bring back the bits of our flower, first of our poinsettia, and I'm going to be using just a little bit of Tombow just in the centre here of the poinsettia, and we're just going to lay one on the top of the other, and we're just going to offset basically our leaves until they are offset in a way that pleases the eye. So I'm going to do it like that, and then another little bit of Tombow in the centre there, and I'm going to offset my leaf again like that to make a really full flower. And we're going to do the same for our little ones here. We're just going to offset just like that. Just leave that to take, and we're just going to offset this as well. Let's see which way do we want it to go. I think I'm going to have it like that, so it's nicely offset. There we are. Okay, so now we're going to figure out where do we want to put our flower. Somewhere around there, I think. Bring back our sentiment. I'm going to have this tucked somewhere around there like that. So because I'm going to tuck things, I'm only going to put a bit of Tombow just here in the centre of my flower. If after you've got everything arranged just the way you like it and you feel it needs it, you can add some more Tombow then. Then we're going to do our leaves, and where should we put this leaf? Maybe tuck it somewhere down here, this holly leaf. Yeah, like that I think. Looks okay. And then we're going to take this leaf here, the smaller one. You've got the two sizes. I'm going to have that maybe coming out the top somewhere here. Okay, and this time I only used the one colour of the berries, but you could use both if you want. And I'm just going to put a little bit of Tombow on the back here if I can, just in the where the berries are to hold it down. The Tombow's not being very cooperative today, unfortunately. Okay, and then this is why you don't want to, you only want to put glue very much in the centre so you can tuck like that. Okay, now I'm going to put my sentiment down. And again, a lot of tucking on this one. I think like that, so you can still see it. Okay, that's what we have so far. So let's put these two little flowers down here, these baby ones. Okay, put one on top of the other like that. Okay, now I have this little yellow bit that I cut out of my Daffodil Delight cardstock, and this is just for the centre of this flower, like that. So that's all our sticking done. So now, finishing touches, I'm going to use some rhinestones, and these are the champagne rhinestones. I'm going to use one of these large ones here right in the centre of my, well, sticking to me rather, but yeah, right in the centre there of my poinsettia, and it really just seems to make everything really pop, which is really nice. And I've got Tombow over my hand, so everything's wanting to stick to me rather than anything else, so there we go. Oh, that's a bit offset, so let's try and get it back into, yeah, there we go. So there you go, there's the two cards. What do you think? Do you like them? Do you hate them? Let me know in the comments below. I hope you do like them. If you did, I'd be grateful if you could give it a thumbs up so YouTube know. And don't forget to subscribe to future videos. As I said, all the information about this project will be on the blog post, and the links to that are on my website, as well as links to my online shop and all that good stuff. All my social media links are below, including the links to my Facebook group where I host the car club. So do check that out. So thank you once again, and until next time, enjoy being creative. Bye!